at war, which I think is bizarre to try and think about in that way.
But I remember having bread and jam for dinner.
It is in many
food.
ways. I mean, I know this before. You know, my family went through the ship I'd been on the Falklands getting something.
Yeah.
And my family hadn't been told I'd been transferred to another ship a couple of days before.
So they thought you were on.
So they thought I was still on. And it was, all forces personnel ring this number to find out about your ones.
Oh, I can't imagine what that would have been.
So I think I drank a bottle of vodka and phoned about 6 in the morning. What else would you do?
My lad's just come back from the Falklands. He's been over there singing to the troops because there's still troops there.
Oh, great, yeah.
Yeah, he's just come back fortnight ago. They went over singing to the troops.
And they got this posh airfield in that place, haven't they?
Yeah,
Buildings.
yeah. He said it. Yeah, absolutely. He said it was lovely.
I was living in tents on the minefield. It was great.
Yeah.
But there's always that threat, isn't it? There's always that threat that they still want to take over the Falklands still.
They still do. They still want it. They've got a new president in Argentina who said it's on his agenda to get the Falklands back.
Yeah.
They've never had the Falklands.
I don't know why we wanted it so far away.
I think it's the whaling, wasn't it?
We've had it since early 1700s.
Yeah, I know. We've had it long time.
But it was uninhabited.
Yeah.
Argentina's claim was that a fishing boat went there once in 1723 and stayed overnight.
Is that why they want it?
Yeah.
Well, no,
they don't. They want it. They want it because allegedly there's oil around.
Exactly.
So that's all.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's always money or oil or something.
Exactly. That's why
At the bottom of everything, isn't it?
And there's part two to it, of course, is you've got British Antarctic territory.
Yeah.
Which Argentina say, well, if we can take over the Falklands, then Britain will have nothing in the southern hemisphere, so we want their Antarctic bit.
Yeah, it's a gateway, isn't it? It's a gateway to.
It's a gateway to the Antarctic.
Yeah.
But they want it for the wrong reasons. We've got it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And sorry, the people there want to be British.
Yeah.
They had a referendum which was 99.999%.
That's what Stuart said. They do. They all said they want to be British. They want to stay British.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
I think it's your turn then.
It's my turn, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, take your time. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
My name is John. You have talked today on many things. You had much wisdom in the spirit world. But you have also had people come to talk to you from their experiences on horseback, in ancient wars, in more recent times, in the Second World War, and as you have recently spoken. It is an anniversary at this time of a more recent war within this country, where many souls were lost, to help those who wanted to retain the nationality or the allegiance that they'd always grown up with. I was one of those that passed in that war, just 42 of your years ago. Was that war right? Was it wrong? All of us that went believed it was the right thing to do. But all of us went knowing we were doing our duty to our country, to our fellow man, to help protect those who wanted to live with the freedom that many in this country take for granted. You have heard from others that this country is thought of as great by so many from other places within the world because of the freedom that is allowed. Freedom of actions, freedom of belief, where there is so much tolerance and understanding. Why so many come to this country, this great country, because it is tolerant and free. And we all served. I was not in the military, but when the ship I was on was requisitioned, we considered it our duty. I'd been on that ship since it was built. I was its engineer, its chief engineer, its bosun. And I considered it my duty to serve with that ship. We've been together for nearly 14 years. It was my second home. Yes, my wife and children were there for me at home. But they also agreed that I should do what I had to do. And that is the way people used to think. They believed that it was right to fight, if necessary, for your country, for your flag, for your freedom. And that is the way it's been through history. Unfortunately, peace in this world hasn't happened for a long, long time. As you have said already, there is much greed, there is conflict between religions, but there are many, many things that go on in this world that we don't know about. We don't understand those understandings, the politics, the religion. We just go from day to day as you do. We live our lives, do the jobs we love. Sometimes, in my case, it took us away from home for a long time, but that was the nature of our lives at that time. But the part of it is, and the role that you all have is to bring light into this world, to bring understanding, to bring tolerance, to bring love. I first met your instrument 3 weeks before my passing, maybe a little more. But because of his beliefs, he talked to me, he talked to the others on my crew about your beliefs, your understanding, and he gave us the trust and the knowledge that allowed us all to pass to the spirit world with understanding of what was happening and without the trauma or as much of the psychological damage that your previous person brought through. And that is the thing that you do into this world. You send out the light, you bring peace and harmony, you bring help to people on that transition, you bring help and guidance and inspiration. There are many in this world who do not understand the spirit world, which is why I still work, or should I say, walk with this instrument now to learn from what he is doing in this life, because the knowledge he has is way above